Hey guys, I'm Sam with Ibex Roof. This is Bucket Talk Between Two Shingles. I'm joined today with Trent Yuskoski. He's the repair manager here at Ibex. We're just going to be doing a little Q&A, maybe answer some questions that you've been thinking about on your roof. Let's take it away. So, Trent, one thing that homeowners ask me is how do they choose, or how do they decide if they should repair a leak that they're having, or if it's time for a re-roof?
Well, I think you have to do what makes sense. I mean, if you need a $3,000 repair and your roof's only going to cost, I don't know, $8,000, $10,000 to replace, and it only has a few years of life left after the repair's done, it's probably not worth dumping it money into something that needs to be replaced.
Yeah.
I mean, you just use your best judgment and do what's right for the customer.
Yep, yeah, that makes sense. Another question: what are some ways that you can maintain your roof to maybe get the most life out of it? What can homeowners be doing, or maybe what are some good prevention to get the longest life out of the roof?
It all starts with annual maintenance. You got to get that roof checked out, inspected, keep the moss off, and just look at it. I mean, we can usually tell like what's going to happen in the next year or so. If something's wearing out, it's going to be a leak coming up. We've seen enough things that you know what's going to happen.
Yeah, no, that's good. Guys, make sure you remove the moss on your roof and have your pipe boots checked regularly.
Yeah, there's common issues that come up every house you could fix pretty much.
So what do you do when you do a moss removal? What does that look like?
Well, we have a two-phase process. The first phase will come out and treat the roof for moss, and then we wait about 6 to 8 weeks, and then the moss will die during that time and become unrooted. And after that, we come back and scrub it off with a brush, blow off all the debris on the roof, clean the gutters, treat it again for moss. We can't get all the moss off because we don't want to damage your roof, but we get a good majority. I'd say 70 to 80%. A lot of times it's actually more than that. You just don't want to take so much off that you have to actually damage the roof to get it off. It's just, you don't want to do that. We're not into wrecking roofs.
Yeah. So Trent, you've been installing a lot of gutters recently. Is that right?
Yeah.
So tell me about your gutters. What makes them better than some other ones, or just give me the rundown on the Ibex gutter.
Well, we offer fascia, 5K, 6K. And what kind of separates us from everyone else is I think our work shows that we just care more. We're not out there just slapping gutters up. You can slap them up, but I don't think the overall product in the end is, I wouldn't pay for it.
Sure.
But all of our gutters are aluminum. We can do steel, but we like to do aluminum. Just with all the rain and everything rusts out here. Mm. Aluminum gutters, aluminum clips, and we do the hidden fasteners.
Sure.
And then we use a big screw to hold those on, so it gives you that clean face of the gutter.
Oh yeah, yeah, those are awesome.
One thing I might add to that is a lot of the gutter stuff. If you need a gutter estimate, if your gutters are leaking, downspouts are clogging up, I can do most of the bidding from my computer. With the technology we have, I can get you an accurate bid within probably $50 from my computer without ever going on site. And if there's any key details that I would need to know, usually a homeowner will just send a picture or make a small video, send it to me, and that should be enough for me to get all my info.
Awesome.
So no contact. I'm not about getting sick, and I'm not about getting customers sick. Just a quick update, we are doing emergency service during the COVID-19 pandemic. So if your roof is leaking, we can get out there and get it fixed up.
One thing that we are taking extra precautions on is we're disinfecting all of our tools and rigs daily. We're making sure we're not doing any handshakes with homeowners, and making sure that one guy per vehicle, just to make sure that there's no way that we can spread the virus during these times. So if your roof is leaking and you need it to be taken care of, rest assured, there won't be any contact, and a lot of the estimates can even be done without opening the door. Trent can swing out there and see what issue's going on, and then give you a call afterwards to kind of discuss what fixing that leak looks like. So we definitely have options. If your roof's leaking right now, you don't have to live with that leak as it progresses. So make sure to give us a call, and thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you on the next episode of Bucket Talk Between Two Bundles.